Hi guys, welcome back to Nat 5 and 5. We're going to do volume and we're going to do exam style questions. So this is actual exam questions, actually this ones I've got from the ASQE. So this one's from 2019 paper, it's paper 2, so you're allowed a calculator. So a traffic bollard is in the shape of a cylinder and a hemisphere on top. The bollard has a diameter of 24, so here's your 24 here, and it's got a height of 70. Calculate the volume of the bollard, give an answer correct to 3 significant figures. So we have to remember to do that at the end. Now the one thing people will go wrong with here is picking out the wrong dimensions. Now let me just draw something two-dimensional. So if I draw this kind of straight on, so you've got a hemisphere on top and a kind of cylinder at the bottom. So it tells you the height of all of it is 70 centimetres. Okay, you know the diameter is 24. Okay, so the diameter is 24, you know the radius is 12. So you know from the centre of that hemisphere up to the very top must be 12 centimetres. So if you know this height to be 70 and this height to be 12, how do you work out just the height of the cylinder? You're going to do 70 take away 12, which is 58. Now that, for this question, that is where most people went wrong. They used 70 for the height of the cylinder, where the height of the cylinder is actually 58. So again, if I just draw the cylinder, a quick sketch of the cylinder. And remember, you're not given the formula for the cylinder, so you know the height is 58. Again, you know the diameter is 24, so you know the radius is 12. So that's everything I need to know, because the volume of the cylinder is pi r squared h. So it's pi multiplied by the radius, which is 12 squared, multiplied by the height, which is 58. You type that into your calculator, and you get an answer of 26,238.58. Okay? And then we're going to work out the hemisphere. So, hemisphere here. Okay, and the volume of a hemisphere, you're not given an exam, you're given the formula for a sphere, which is 4/3 pi r cubed. Because a hemisphere, you're going to half that. I've already showed you what happens when you half 4/3. It basically becomes 2/3. So really your formula is 2/3 pi r cubed. Again, you're told the diameter is 24, so the radius of this hemisphere must be 12 centimetres, and you're just going to plug that in. So it's going to be 2/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by 12 cubed, and you should get an answer of 3,619.1147. You want to keep these answers as accurate as possible, because you are going to then add them together and then you are going to round them. So if I was to add these together now, so we've got 3619.1174 and 26. Okay, so the total volume now I would show me adding these. Okay, got total volume, sorry it's a bit messy. 29,857.6947. And again, remember, you want accuracy of 3 significant figures. So 1, 2, 3, this is my decider, my 5, it does in fact round my 8 up to a 9. So my answer is 29900 centimetres cubed. So 29,900. And that is my final answer. Next one. Okay, now you will see it's a paper 1 question, which means it has to be done without a calculator. So let's have a look at this one together. So it says a square base pyramid is shown in the diagram below. The square base has a length of 6. The volume is 138 cubic centimetres. Calculate the height. Okay, so you want to work out the height. So let's just write the formula first of all. So you're given the volume of a pyramid in the exam is a third times the area of the base times the vertical height. Now that area of the base, we know that the base is a square. So let's plug in everything we know. We know the volume is 138. So 138 equals a third multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6, because it is in fact a square at the bottom here, multiplied by the height, which we don't know. That is what we want to work out. We want to work out what the height is. So we've got 100, I'm just going to write it again without that bracket there. Now you have to do this without a calculator. You want to make your life as easy as possible. So again, I've got this fraction here of a third. So a third really means divided by 3. So I'm going to pick one of those numbers there, that's 6, and I'm going to divide it by 3. So 3 into 3 goes once, 3 into 6 goes 2 times. So I've really got here 138 equals 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 6 multiplied by h. Now I'm just going to get rid of that 1 because anything multiplied by 1 is just the same. So 138 equals 2 multiplied by 6 multiplied by h. Now you could multiply the 2 and the 6 together, but then again you've got a double digit that you then have to divide into 138. So I think the best thing to do here is to undo the multiply by 2 and the multiply by 6 separately. So you want to get h, this h all by itself, and it is currently multiplying by 2 and multiplying by 6. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the working line, show you what I'm doing. I'm going to divide the other side, or both sides really, by 2. So if I divide everything by 2, this becomes 69 equals 6 multiplied by h. And again, my objective is to get h all by itself. H is multiplying by 6 at the moment. So again, to undo that, I'm going to divide by 6. So it becomes 69 over 6, when we take a fraction, equals h, which is what I want to work out. And what I can do now is I can look at the fraction and I can divide the top and the bottom by a number that goes into both of them. So I'm going to divide the top by 3 and I'm going to divide the bottom by 3. So if I do that, 3 into 69 goes 23 times and 3 into 6 goes 2 times. So I've just simplified it. So these two fractions are equivalent fractions. They look the same, but they are they look different, but they are worth the same. They are equivalent fractions. So then I've made it a little bit easier for myself. So I've now got 23 divided by 2, or half of 23, and we all know how to half 23, and your answer is 11.5. So your height, which is h, is equal to 11.5 centimetres. And that is your final answer. And that question would have been worth 3 marks. Okay, next one. This one is a paper 2 question. A toy company makes juggling balls in the shape of a sphere with a diameter of 6.4 centimetres. Calculate the volume of one juggling ball. Now this could not be any easier. It is, you have got a calculator, you are given the formula of a sphere, which is 4/3 pi r cubed, and all you have to do is substitute everything in. So I'm just going to do one thing. So if the diameter is 6.4, the radius must be 3.2. Please note that on your diagram so you don't make a silly mistake. So the volume equals 4/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by 3.2 cubed. You get a mark. This is the 3-marker question. You get a mark there for substituting incorrectly. And you should get an answer of, sorry, hold on, times pi times 3.2 cubed. And then you get an answer of 137.258. And again, you get an answer mark here, and it says, give your answer correct to 2 significant figures. So 1, 2, this is my decider, this 7 is going to round my 3 up, So my volume is going to be 140 centimetres cubed. Well, that is so easy for a Nat 5 question, I think. Okay, so now it is your turn to try. Here you go, your turn. There's two SQA exam questions here, one on the left, one on the right. I have written the answer here, so please do them, and then please check your answer. Good luck, and thank you so much for watching.